coconuts. In this episode of the Yes Show, we're talking about how saying yes can save your hotel $75,000 a year. Let's go. Welcome to the Yes Show. I'm your host, Christine Trippi. Each week, we'll explore the life-changing power of saying yes, along with hotel leadership made easy. Get ready for inspiration, fun, and sweet hospitality. Let's go. Hey there, Wise Pineapples. Welcome back to the Yes Show. Today, I'm back with a quick and juicy solo episode of Hotel Leadership Made Easy. Did you know that in every audience I have, whether it be live, virtual, or a podcast, I'll have three types of participants? Let me break it down for you. My first type are my coconuts. Do you have a hard head and are you tough to crack? Coconuts, you don't even have to raise your hand because I can spot you a mile away. And hey, I get you too, coconuts. You want hard, cold facts and you want results. And many of you want to skip the fun and fluff. You might see me and all my energy and think, she's not for me. That's okay. But I want you to know that everything I share is accompanied with facts and guaranteed results. So stay with me, coconuts. My next type of participant, you're my bananas. Do you love to have bunches of fun? Me too. Bananas? Heck, I'm the director of fun, and I've got the sign to prove it. You'll always have fun with me, but let's not leave it at fun. Take notes, take action, and get those sweet results. Next, you probably know where this is headed. My third type of attendee, you are my wise pineapple. You're the type of leader who takes every opportunity to learn, grow, and become the person and leader you're meant to be. If you finish this podcast with one new idea to help you win, is it worth it? Heck yes. Every single person you meet, every book you read, every podcast you listen to has the opportunity for growth and enlightenment. Now, here's a little secret. Each and every one of us has a little bit of coconut, banana, and wise pineapple inside of us. And creating this awareness of how you're showing up will help you show up better. Before your next meeting, conference, book, podcast, or person you meet, ask yourself, how am I going to show up as a coconut, a banana, or a pineapple? The choice is yours. Choose wisely, my friends. Let's get to the main topic of today. And because I know my coconuts love facts and figures, and they want to know how it impacts the bottom line, this one is for you. In my previous two episodes, episode 5 and 7, I outlined 4 steps to always say yes and to change the world one yes at a time. Coconuts might think that's the feel good and fluffy stuff. However, let's talk about some facts and figures. First, when you map out how to say yes to your hard no's, such as, can I get a late checkout? Can I get a free upgrade? Do you have this date open for my wedding? Will you price match this hotel? You can then proactively get ahead of those challenges and create the yes, leading to happy guests and, more importantly, happy team members. This will set your frontline team members, the ones who get beat up from saying no, to instead stand tall, be empowered, and change the world with every yes they deliver. Ooh. Team members who have to say no all day go home feeling exhausted, drained, thinking, gosh, what else can I do for a living? Yeah, they don't like their jobs very much at all when you have to say no all day. Now, on the flip side, team members who know how to say yes, who feel empowered, who make a difference to people every day, feel appreciated, valued, and they have immense job satisfaction. They go home saying, I love what I get to do. Work was amazing today. Yes or yes, my friend? Now, if you're picking up what I'm dropping, let's share how that now correlates into the facts and the figures. First of all, the number one reason employees leave a job is because they don't feel recognized and valued. Let me say that again. The number one reason team members leave a job is because they don't feel recognized and valued. This has been proven in survey after survey after study for decades. The lack of recognition and value creates job dissatisfaction, and it leads to employee turnover, the thing we hate the most in our worlds. The average cost of replacing an associate is between 16 and 20% of that associate's salary. Therefore, the cost of turning over an associate earning $15 an hour is roughly $6,200. Yeah, $6,200 turning over one employee. Make sure that you're sitting down for this next little tidbit. If you turn over only one associate a month, that cost is roughly $75,000 a year. Think about that. Over the last 5 years, our turnover numbers have been so much higher. And you know what else has been so much higher? All of our hard no's and customer complaints about service. When the pandemic hit, everything became a no. Overnight, no breakfast, no pool, no housekeeping, and so many more. Our team members were exhausted from saying no, I'm sorry, unfortunately, all day long. We've had the highest level of no's and the highest turnover rates in the history of hospitality. And this wise pineapple doesn't think that's a coincidence. Do you? Now, yes, the pandemic is over, yet I think you will agree that we're still not back to where we were. And the customer service numbers support it. There are people inside our hotels and businesses that have never seen 2019 service. They don't even know what that looks like. Here's an interesting story. And if you've been multitasking, I want you to come back to me because this is very powerful. Not too long ago, I presented a keynote, and the CEO was addressing the conference attendees about culture, turnover, and hiring the right people. And then she said that the company has 650 employees, and that in January of that year, they sent out 1,250 W 2 forms. Whoa. Take that in for a minute. They have 650 employees, but they sent out 1,250 W 2s. That's a turnover rate of 92%. Coconuts, have you already done the math on that? Yes, that's close to $4 million in turnover costs. Boom. And that's just the associate side. Imagine the reduced rebates and the increase in loyalty and sales that you'll experience when your team members know how to build relationships and say yes. Now, here's the sweet news. I've got a special yes freebie just for you inside our show notes. You don't want to miss this because it will begin to help you work through your hard no questions and creating immense job and customer satisfaction. The time is now, my friends, to discover your team's yes. Help your frontline stand tall and be confident when faced with challenging questions, to be empowered to know how to respond positively, and lead from the heart and change the world one yes at a time. You might think that's fluff, but I don't. All it takes is 4 simple steps. Well, my friends, that's my hotel leadership made easy for you this week. If you started this episode a coconut and you're starting to see the gold in things, I call you my pina coladas. A little coconut, a little pineapple. And hey, reach out. If that was you, if you started out as a coconut and are seeing the light, I want to hear from you. I'll see you guys next week and with a powerful conversation with Chris Green, author of The River Guide Leadership and former CEO of Chesapeake Hospitality. This so far has been one of my favorite conversations, and I can't wait to share it with you. See you then. That's a wrap for today's show. Say yes to taking action and changing the world one yes at a time. And oh, my friend, will you say yes to review, like, and subscribe? The more yeses you give, the more juicy goodness I can bring to all of you wise pineapples. Cool or cool?